Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the opportunity. Good afternoon and greetings to all of us. Before we submit this motion, allow me to introduce my team first. We are from Singkawang Academy Midwifery, and I am Kinara Aksa as this first speaker, and this is Ulfa Karimah as the second speaker. The motion that was debated this afternoon was this house would improverish corruptor. Corruptors have various ways to increase their wealth and have various ways to cover up their mistakes. As corruptors, the government has set punishment for the corrupt, but they have various ways to avoid the punishment. The government should increase harsher penalties for corruptors in order to provide a deterrent effect on corrupt individuals. Law Article 2, Paragraph 1 regulates the death penalty for corruptors. The punishment is part of Article 2, Paragraph 1, which regulates acts of enriching oneself and harming others and state finance. The government should be more strict with punishment for corrupt person, but it's found that the corruptors come from the government of the country itself. Examples of the biggest corruption cases in Indonesia, such as the BLBI case in 1908, issues 3,020 trillion for private banks. For Article 2, Paragraph 1, but we have conveyed it's only a mere discourse by the government. This country should be able to follow the example of Chinese in the application of punishment for corruptor. For example, the punishment of shooting to death, hanging, and lethal injection for corruptors. After we follow the example of the implementation of punishment by the Chinese state regarding the death penalty for corruptors, it is hoped that the economy and politics in this country will be more advanced and even respected by other countries. And will be continue with the second speaker.
So in Indonesia, there are still many corrupt persons who are not subject to strict punishment but instead get luxurious facilities. All facilities owned by corrupt persons should be taken and this person given punishment such as punishment from countries outside China, for example. Corruption is increasingly massive and widespread, not only by executive and legislative but also law enforcement officials. Criminal sanctions imposed on corruptors are not optimal and are not efficient to a different effect. So it is considered unfair by the public. Therefore, a new penal law perspective is necessary, which is more likely to be in the form enforcement sanction against corruptors. In Indonesia, within the positive criminal law, there is no provision of improvement against corruptor. True, there is a fault of norms. We use normative judicial perspective, comprising status approach and conceptual approach to legislation with law enforcement and justice. There's to examine to issue conferring an urgency to improvement against the corruptor and the legal argument improvement against the future corruptor. In corruptor erection, the residual that enforcement sanction against corruptor are urgency need for the redemption of state financial loot by corruptor for the welfare of the people. That's the submission of our motion this afternoon. And thank you, heartily greeting to all for us. And
Thank you.
thank you.